Alright guys, let's finish off floor 4 and also 5 for this month's limited time Illusory Tower. So I have tried quite a bit and I couldn't quite figure out how to do floor 4 without using Domain Gojo, to be honest. So unfortunately I have to break the rule and actually use limited character here. But hopefully everyone should have access to Domain Gojo now. If you don't, I honestly suggest you probably just reroll now because while Domain Gojo is still available, because he is actually really important for you to clear a lot of the harder difficult floors. Okay, so hopefully everyone would be able to do this. So even though it's limited character, I'm hoping it's still free to play accessible. Okay, now the idea here is that there are going to be two enemies, right? There's the main boss and the minion. So the idea is that with your first domain expansion, you want to use all of your debuff on your green ghetto on the left hand side, so basically on the main boss, and same thing with your UG. You basically only hit on the left hand side, and hopefully by the first domain expansion, you'll be able to kill that off. And then as you charge toward the second domain expansion, that's when you don't work on the right hand side. Now, the main thing is in terms of timing, you want to time your combo tap between your ghetto and also UG only on turn 8. And the reason why you want to do that is so that you can activate your Unity, which then, because of the combo tag, give extra ult to everyone else. That will give a massive boost to your Domain Gojo's ult cage, and therefore allow him to charge out his second ult in time. So that's pretty much the only thing. And then the role of Toge is obviously to die after the first 2 turns. The enemy does do an AoE attack on turn 2, so with the help of this reflection, you can make sure Toge die on turn 2, and that's kind of where your Yaga would then come in, use this reflection to recover the HP, but also restore curse energy, so that you can spam his buff. So that's pretty much the main strat. Now, in terms of reflection on UG, I have used this one. It was actually a bit tight, I say mainly due to the cooldown timing. For this one, it's a 7-turn cooldown. So ideally, if you actually have this one, I think you probably can do a bit better, because this one is a 6-turn cooldown, which basically means you can actually use both of the ultimate attack within the domain expansion for your Domain Gojo. I was using this one in my gameplay later on, and I was 1 turn short of being able to actually use it within the second domain. So that's kind of why ideally, if you do have access to this one, this is probably going to be a better reflection. But otherwise, this one's going to be pretty easy, but it could be slightly tight on the damage, okay? But in terms of the step-by-step guide, is pretty straightforward. I will show you all of my skill level. So this is level 10 on my Eugene. Maybe that's kind of needed because I'm doing so much damage. And same thing for my green ghetto. So it's a super buffed up, but you are definitely able to beat it this way. If you do have Tin Shoko, obviously you can actually replace your Yaga with Tin Shoko, so that even if you don't actually kill in time, with the survivability and all of the healing from Tin Shoko, you can definitely store out for quite a bit longer and just wear down the enemy on the right hand side. So that's pretty much it for floor 4. Then for floor 5, this is just a standard Domain Gojo domain expansion burst. So I'll kill it on turn 7. Basically, the only thing you want to do is you want to make sure your target dies after the first 3 turns, and then afterwards you have your Gakuganji come in with this regression to make sure that he can then actually debuff for 4 turns in a row. In terms of the skill rotation for your Yaga, on turn 1, you want to, well, on turn 1 you can do whatever you want, to be honest, but I have activated this just so that I can activate Unity. I'll have to activate his buff, but the main thing is that from turn 4 onwards, you want to activate his skill 2 back-to-back so that you actually can basically cover the entire duration of the domain with his skill 2 buff, so that by the time of turn 7, when you're told you actually do his ult, you are able to actually just one-shot the enemy. At least I was able to one-shot. Once again, my characters is 5 dupe and also skill 10 ult. If yours is not, you may not be able to one-shot, but it's still going to be very straightforward because you can then just walk towards your second domain expansion from your Domain Gojo.
生徒たちの教材にはちょうどいいかな。さて、やっちゃっていいの？コンベ、行くか。邪魔だよ。ねじろ。さて、手加減はしてあげるよ。おかか。よし。防げ。噛みつけ。術式準備。あ。補習の時間だ。 そろそろやっちゃっていい。
最善の
よし。
では教育の時間だ。
術式順天。あそろそろ潰そうか。それじゃおし
最善の一手を
いける。
授業を始めよう。
飲み込め。領域展開無料空所。終わりだ。そろそろ潰そうか。やっちゃっていいの。
最善
いける。
では教育の時間だ。
まだまだ。そろそろ潰そうか。手加減をしてあげる。
最善
いける。
では教育の時間だ。
まだまだ。強くなったね、ユージ。攻め時だね。手加減はしてあげるよ。
最善
いける。
では教育の時間だ。
ああ、こういう。行く。おっしゃ。術式順天。あ。さて。手加減は。
さて準備はいいか。
よし。噛みつけ。術式順天。あ。冷静にね。手加減はした。
さて準備はいいか。
行くか。
授業を始めよう。
噛みつけ。術式順天。あ。終わりだ。冷静にね。それじゃ。
さて
よし。飲み込め。領域展開無料空所。
行くぞ総力戦だ。これで払い切る。
学長
分かっている。
そろそろ手加減を。
最善の一
行くか。
では教育の時間だ。
まだまだ。終わりだ。写真撮っちゃおう。そろそろ潰そうか。
相手の動き。
いける。
では教育の時間だ。
そろそろ潰そうか。
い
ける。
授業を始めよう。
ああ、こういう。行く。おっしゃ。さて。
相手の
よし。噛みつけ。終わりだ。動けんね。
負ける。さて授業のまとめに取り掛かろう。
鮭。
相手の動きを観察しろ。
手加減はしてあげるよ。
さて
防げ。
授業を始めよう。
術式順天。鮭。
最善
やっちゃっていいの。
さて
ねじめろ。術式順天。コンベ。
相手の動き
やっちゃっていいの。
どうする。
防げ。術式反転。
深くそうさの相手の動き。
それじゃおしまいにしよう。
任せろ。では教育の時間だ。
領域展開無料空所。
終わりだな。そうさん。さて
やっちゃって
任せろ。では教育の時間だ。
まだまだ。
そうさの。さて
やっちゃっていい。
任せろ。授業を始めよう。
まだまだ。
やるな。放棄。さて準備。
手加減はしてあげるよ。
任せろ。暗い。行くぞ総力戦だ。これで払い切る。すべて問題なし。殺す。行くぞ。逃がすか。はいお疲れ。解散解散。